Let's go into the round of 16. This insanely packed round of 16. HawK vs Kiwikaki. Two former finalists facing each other in the round of 16. That's pretty unbelievable. But this is how stacked Ryzing Star Cup number 5 is. We started with 150 players. And now we're down to the final 16. HawK as the human in the red against Kiwikaki in the dark green. And that is why I have to disable the mini-map so you can see the army movement. Sorry about that. People will be confused about that, but I don't really care. I'd rather see the army movement than the map itself, because we all know how Last Refuge looks. So, welcome. This is still a best of 1. Winner advances to the quarterfinal. Thank you, Septem, for the 9-month resub, and Masculinus for your Prime sub. And let's see what Kiwi is doing. We see a fast Alta and a War Mill. That can only mean one thing. We're back with Kiwi style.
Nice. Kiwi special with the Farseer into Headhunters, into possibly Burning Oil Demolishers once again with mass healing with Shadowhunter and Alchemist. That sounds really weird, but he has played it before very well. By the way, quick update from the grid. I was, looking at it once again because I found it so OCD relaxing that everything was at the same part of the grid. However, we have the first one breaking into the round of 8, and that is Spiral. And if Happy wins, it's going to be Happy versus Spiral in the quarters for a best of 3. That might be the biggest challenge in Europe for Happy. So hopefully we're going to have a chance to catch that later. But first, let's focus on what we have here. HawK is starting off with the standard.
Yes.
Which is AM opening, of course.
Yes, he also has a footman ready to pull out the rock column. Farseer joins only now, but rushes over right away. We have seen orcs try that, and then the human threw a curveball, and they ran into nowhere. But HawK is going through with it for the Shadow Priest early on. Wolves go directly into the main, not harassing this Merc camp.
Yeah, this is a very strong opening for the human, getting the fast Shadow Priest and the fast level 2 plus a big item. But it costs a lot of lumber. This is 6 peasants used early. This is heavily gonna be going into lumber. Plus, now you have Woovies in the main. So this tech for HawK is most likely gonna be super late. Shadow Priest being sent back early. He's going to be able to take out 2 of the wolves with 2 dispels, but then he's out of mana. Also, he's taking plenty of damage, so this could be the first kill for the Farseer. So the first set of wolves is dispelled. Okay, good, but of course more will be coming, and also peasants might be falling. Here comes the first kill. Denied. The Shadow Priest is going to be the second kill. But
both denied, though.
Oh, both denied.
Yeah. Wow. HawK seems to be in very good shape so far, preventing this harass. Losing 2 units, okay, but he has an open mercenary camp now. He has level 2.5 now. The item isn't too great, but if you want the prime example on how to defend a Farseer harass, that's pretty much picked perfect.
Yeah, and for how militia heavy this early game was, this tech is pretty fast. Yeah. As we compare it to the Orc tech, it's not really far behind. And that's of course because it was a War Mill first. It wasn't the Ultra Burrow super fast tech, but there was a War Mill mixed in, and perhaps even a Barracks. I'm not sure if that was before the tech or not. Must have been around the same time, kind of. So far this Farseer harass hasn't done too much. He killed 2 peasants, but only one of them gave experience. Yes, he got the Shadow Priest, but only after the Shadow Priest was out of mana. And I think I can hear your wheezing for good reason, because this AM is level 3, and a timing like this on an AM on level 3 is always scary. This is like old human versus orc days. We don't normally see this anymore.
It's a 4-minute level 3 on LR. One of the hardest maps to get that level 2 Water Elemental on. In Kiwi's base, by the way, we see an unusual upgrade. Spiked Barricades. We have seen this a little, but only from him. It's pretty decent against footman harass, because then they also take damage and they're already a little bruised.
Oh, and didn't we last week already ask the question, when a building is coming up in production, does it also return damage?
We'll probably see that, but first, fight at the merchant.
This is quite a bit of damage from these headhunters here, honestly. Every time I see headhunters in these numbers, I feel like I'm watching a tower defense. because normally we never saw them in these numbers. So I imagine defense should be coming in for HawK. That only makes sense. By the way, HawK is going for a blacksmith, which I like, because normally from humans nowadays against the Farseer play, I don't like blacksmith anymore so much because especially of the TC. But a lot Kiwikaki lately has been playing Alchemist instead of TC, even against Undead. Seems to be going all out on the healing with Heal Spray and with Heal Wave later on tier 3. So that means you don't have to worry about Stomp. That means rifles should be pretty good.
I agree. Acid Bomb is pretty good against them, though, especially... Oh, Acid Bomb on one unit. And there you can see the effect of the -3 armor already, but HawK, fast reactions, pulls him back. But it should be a very nice synergy, right? To use Heal Spray and Acid Bomb alongside Burning Oil against the tier 2 of HawK. But so far, we're not seeing this.
I think the Burning Oil demos were mainly supposed to be an answer to the Spellbreakers, which we're probably not going to be seeing. But I mean, they have the same armor type. Rifles are also medium. Oh, speed scroll here aggressively used to just get one Shadow Priest. Okay, but if with that Kiwi can also claim the enemy merchant, then that's certainly worth it. Levels, though, are starting to become an issue. 1-1 only on the Orcish side. With the AMs, level 3 of course still available.
No chain, no chain lightning yet, Remo. That is, of course, a lack of damage.
It can't even be underestimated yet.
It cannot. Archmage gets the next bunch of experience. That, of course, would also make last setting at these creep spots a little easier. But so far, HawK is defending it nicely. Acid Bomb gets the kill. Mountain King is out. HawK saved a bunch of footmen being hurt. But it's still not a critical mass for Kiwikaki, and HawK's trying to single out units here and there, forcing another fight. And Kiwi is clearly not ready. Investing into upgrades, investing into tier 3, and trying to level, but it's just not happening.
Yeah, that means HawK, if he wants now, can fall back to his merchant and get the Ogre Magi there. Oh, the Ogre Magi at the enemy merchant is still there. Oh my god. What a debut for this MK. If he claims both consumables, this is a great start to the mid-game for HawK. Alchemist in trouble, Stormbolted, only one armor. We all know how much damage he takes from physical. MK still one more Stormbolt. That means the Alchemist out of this fight. Looking towards the Headhunters now instead. Gets the first kill here on the Headhunter. I think that only was the first one. And last hit. Stolen, I believe, from the Farseer.
No, I don't think so. He's still not... Okay, he's level 2. I think I saw the kill, but I'm not too sure. Potion of Greater Mana for a Mountain King. That is a big gift. Can spam this now. Can he force him back with Acid Bomb? I don't think so, as long as there's a priest with mana. Looking good for HawK. Looking really good for HawK. But still, yeah, it's Kiwi's is still on the way until his tech has come to full fruition.
I'm kind of surprised Kiwi is contesting the middle so aggressively. I mean, it's obvious that he's waiting for tier 3 power spikes. But he's fighting before that. I wonder, would it not have been smarter to creep along the outskirts where it's less likely that you're gonna be interfered with?
But do you want to give 2 consumables uncontested to a Mountain King?
I mean, you know, it's easy to say in hindsight, of course, but it's fairly logical to assume that you're gonna lose the engagement against level 3 AM backed up by his tier 2
that's true.
company.
Waiting for the Berserkers upgrade. Waiting for the Shadowhunter. Once again, thank you, Donald Trump, for the 3rd donation of the day. I will donate $50 to whoever can beat Happy in this tournament. Okay, we have a blue bounty now.
Does that go for full series, or does that just mean a single map?
I think whoever eliminates Happy.
Yeah, probably. That being said, though, getting a single map is hard enough, as all of Battle.net Europe has noticed before.
Yes. What was his score again on Battle.net? 130, 180 to 1 or something?
He definitely had 100 to 0, but his big account was 1,400 wins and like 16 losses.
Yeah, that was so sick. Claws plus 12 on this Archmage now. Mountain King level 2.5 and more experience going his way most likely. But with the Berserker upgrade finished now, maybe he can contest it? 240 gold, no additional attack happening, and HawK is catching up, going to castle.
I wonder, like, if you're a human player and you find the claws +12 from the red camp, do you feel bad, or are you like, you know what, it's okay on the AM?
I think you initially feel bad.
Because every other race likes it, right? For Blade Master it's great, for the Lich it's great, for the Demon it's great, but for human it's like,
yeah, it's meh, but it's not. Maybe it's a little underestimated. You know who's not to be underestimated? Knopf, because he just eliminated Blade.
Wow.
The strength of the Swedish LAN tournament.
Yeah,
the boot camp is paying off for the bald orc.
They were doing squats earlier in the gym, and now they're they're pushing nerds as well.
Their social content was so good this weekend.
But here we have the next big fight coming in, immediately aiming for the Shadowhunter heal spray. Enough to heal against the clap. No! Shadowhunter dies. He died pretty quick there on level 1. Book of the Dead coming in. Instant. This, holy crap, how quick was that from HawK? As if he was Prince of Persia, winding back the time and perfectly using that intel. MK blasting through his mana here, but he's got the mixed mana pot still available, however, still hurt. But guess what? He also got the big heal pot. Here we can see how helpful it is to get these two merchants, but HawK has to fall back, respecting the Chain Lightning. Never underestimate that damage, guys.
Don't make fun of me for my love for Chain Lightning. We have level 3 Alchemist now as well. The healing increases. Item stolen. Mountain King uses the big healing. Zap going off, but what a clap this is. The range of this spell is still surreal. Invo potion at the Alchemist about to die with that clap, but another Invo. Kiwi holding on at 46, but at some point he has to get out. Swaps the TP, but you know what? The old man is falling from his wolf. And the first hero falls. Crazy fight by HawK.
Yeah, really good. And now, once again, super fast level 5 AM about to hit. Both these armies, if you think about it, are pretty similar. There are plenty of range-piercing damage, plus some sustain. But what the one army has is AoE damage plus crowd control. That is the insane strength of Clap. It's big damage plus big crowd control, which Kiwi doesn't have. He kind of has AoE damage manipulation, or AoE damage, we could just say, with Acid Bomb, which is not bad, but it's not the same as Clap. And we saw that here. Of course, also big heal pot, big invul coming in. Yeah. Tremendously strong there for the MK. Creeping up the red camp now. Hitting level 4. There's always a big level for the Mountain King, so both strong. Spell becomes strong. And even a Pally comes in now from the main for more Holy Light. Bring in Orb of Fire as well. I'm trying to think right now. This must be the first game in a really long time where I see human going tier 3 against Orc. But of course, Kiwi's playing such an unusual style. HawK has good reason to play somewhat unusual here himself. And now look at this AM, dude. Yeah. Like, this Orb of Fire, normally never really too useful against Orc, but against this mass heal strat from Kiwi, it's really good.
Yeah, there's also +7 damage in combination with the claws +6 and +12 and the gloves. That's +25 damage. That's like 75% damage increase on this Archmage. Super sick. Super sick. Also, your support. 20 euros from Skyline. Better than cinema. Thanks for keeping Warcraft 3 alive. With tournaments and a community like this, how can we not? And Apple Skillburn with a 34-month resub. So awesome. Thank you, guys.
You know what I feel like HawK is... By the way, also big thanks from me. What I feel like HawK is thinking in this game is like, dude, awesome. You're playing a style where I have tons of time. That means I can just go for the best thing that human can make, which is Pally. Rifles, inner fire rifles with tier 3 heroes, triple heroes. Amazing.
Yeah. But we're getting to that stage, Remo. We're getting to that burning oil stage. Kiwi, the most unique orc in the world, showing off once again why. And what's HawK's reaction to it? Does he even
His reaction is level 5 AM, level 4 MK, level 3 Pally with inner fire rifles with 3-0 upgrades.
It's a pretty good reaction. Like, I would love to see him go for Blizzard. Just clap Blizzard. Yes, there's double AoE healing, but can't you just outdamage them?
I think so. Dude, when I look at this human army, It's tier 3 triple hero inner fire rifles. Like,
Yes.
it's so strong.
Yes. Yes, I agree. Also, good armor with inner fire and devotion. There's no raiders to control this army. Well, we're gonna get demos now. Farseer is back on 3, Alchemist is 3, Shadowhunter lacks levels, and the map is almost empty. Death Note defeats Thorzane. What? The doctor has fallen.
That is quite surprising.
In a human mirror. I thought he's the biggest threat to Happy in this tournament, but he's not the best Swede in this tournament. It's Knopf.
The bald orc. Dude, look at HawK though. 5, 5, 3 levels, 70 supply, 3-1 upgrades.
Yep. There's also Book of the Dead, which is not to be underestimated against No Dispel. And the Claws +9. This Archmage. Orb +6, +9, +12. The full set.
Forces are under attack.
Dude, I would love to know the math on this. Like, what is more damage? All the claws combined or the single orb? Probably the orb, right? If you take into account the healing, I mean.
Ah. Depends on the healing, I guess.
Well, there's gonna be heal wave, heal spray. So it should be quite a bit.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
Pally's
it's
level 4.
more effective against a coil level 3, for example, than against a heal spray.
No, but if you're focusing on one target like a hero in front, and he's gonna get double heal, right? He's gonna get heal wave heal and heal spray heal. Anyways, here we go. 5, 5, 4 heroes from HawK.
It's a decent choke, though. It's good for the demos.
In we go.
So, can the Burning Oil be the savior for Kiwikaki in this matchup once again? We have a nice Book of the Dead. He's sniping these demos. The Headhunters are suffering. And there's enough heal, I feel, for HawK.
And the demos haven't killed anything yet.
Nope.
The priest heal is easily out-sustaining this DPS.
Yep.
Clap. Oh my god.
He can't out-heal his damage. There's no way. Kiwi sees it as well. It's GG. And HawK advances to the quarterfinals. That didn't work at all. HawK played so well. From minute 2.5 on.
Yeah, I like his adjustments there as well, realizing he doesn't have to stay tier 2. Like, if you're human, I think whenever you can go tier 3, you should go tier 3. It's so strong. And Happy versus Spiral has not started yet. Yes! That's what we're gonna check out next. And I really think Spiral is the best shot at beating Happy in Europe. Even better than Cash.
Including Cash and HawK and Thorzane? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's going to be a best of 3. Let's take a look into the bracket real quick before we go into the first quarterfinal of the day. Before we thank our latest 2 donos, Sonata number 8. I listened to Sonata Arctica today. Is that a reference? And it's pretty cool. $5. Love the stream. Your happiness is infectious. How can we not with the grid and you guys out there? Bliss90 with a €5. I'm lying on my bed, drinking a cup of coffee, which is standing on my night desk, eating some cookies and watch your stream. It feels good. By the way, I'm really excited for Spiral vs. Happy. Okay, then we deliver it to you, to your bed. That's a nice way of spending January 4, by the way. And Savar2854 with a €10 donation. I love you guys. Keep doing what you do, please. I am Canadian, by the way. €10 for me is like $100. That makes it even better, man. Thank you all so much. I love how much support we get recently. It's surreal.
Seriously, thank you guys all very much. Especially Blizz. I thought that sounded so cute.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at home and drinking coffee and eating cookies.
Yeah.
Eating cookies at home in my little... I'm imagining you in like a little like onesie, you know, sitting there with
oh my god,
in bed all cuddled together. It's time for some walk.
I will wear my onesie later today for sure, after the stream is done. Foggy has beaten Side, is up against Neutron, who eliminated Sonic. And then the bottom part, Knopf beating Blade, waiting for his opponent, either Lemai, who defeated Johnny Cage, or Terra, who expectedly killed Terra. Paladin.